And just because I'm so excited to do it, I'm gonna fill up this side. Tool in here, but I'm gonna just put it inside the pocket. And you want to keep your stuff open so that you can figure out if you want to put more or less. I probably put too much because I'm being hyped. Just putting it in. So far, this is what I got. I'm so excited. It's cute. It's cute. I'm so hyped. So before, when I was thinking about the waistband, I thought that I was going to do it in the crush, but I'm actually going to do the waistband in the vinyl. And y'all, I'm so excited. If I finish this project, I'm going to be proud of myself. Because I don't be finishing stuff. Like, but this looks so cute. Can y'all envision it? Because I can envision it. Like, I love when I can envision something. Like, I see it. It's going to be so cute. And then I'm going to make my bag the match. Like, don't live with me. Who made it? I did. Where you get that from? I got it from me. Zulia Effect, duh. You want one? Do you want one? What color? Now I'm gonna get more. Oh my God, I just thought of another color that just gonna be bomb. And yo, when y'all see me in this next one, y'all gonna be like, Zai! I just thought of it. I was about to tell y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all see. Yo, this how y'all gonna see. Y'all gotta follow me on Instagram at the Zulia Effect, 4 underscores. Or y'all can follow my business page, Zulia Effect. I don't think that has any underscores. You know, yeah, that's how y'all gonna see my stuff. I'm so excited, y'all. Like, this is the type of stuff that make me want to sew every day when I get excited about what I'm doing. All right, so on to the next pieces. Okay, you guys, so I put the polyfill in. This is the right front, left front, and the back of the jacket. I made the collar. So hopefully I did all this right. I'm literally at this point not measuring anything. I'm just making stuff up for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, it's still the same inches. It's actually 2 inches longer because I said 23 and it's 25 inches, so that should be okay. I'm just really getting excited as I go because the pieces are actually looking like something. Now, granted, nothing is sewn together yet, so I don't know if anything is right whatsoever. I have it the piece. I'm gonna sew the back end of it closed, and then I'm gonna sew the front end of it closed for each piece. So that's the front, the 2 front panels and a back panel. I'm gonna sew them all down. Scissors falling. Okay, that is the front pieces. Nice and sewn in. Do the 2 front panels first. Let me make sure that they are the same. Like I did it before, but like how I was just now putting in more cotton into it, I just want to make sure that they the same. when it gets down to it. This one. So I got some extra. I got extra on both of the fronts, but like I said, I'm not doing a zipper because I don't have a zipper. I mean, if I go get one from the store, then yeah, I'll put one on there, but I don't have one. So I'm gonna just do the back and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I sewed everything up, and now I'm just going to be sewing the shoulder seams of the front panel to the back panel. And then you can see like where the armhole is going to be at and everything like that. Once you really get everything sewn together, once you get the shoulder seam sewn together, you'll be able to see a clearer vision of how everything is going to look. Alright, so that is one shoulder seam on. I'm going to sew it again. That is one shoulder seam on, connecting the front panel to the back panel. And just make sure you guys are actually cutting off these excess threads. Like I don't usually start cutting everything off until the end, but just remember to be doing that. So let me just show you guys. So right now, so you can tell it's going to be like a half puffer. If I pin it up, can you guys tell? Like, I'm looking in this mirror right here that's in front of me, and I'm so excited. So right now, I'm gonna just put the collar on. So I put velour on the inside, and then the outside is gonna have the vinyl on there. So am I doing this the right way? I'm gonna put it on here like this. I'm gonna have to pin it just to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna pin it and see. I don't know. Okay, so now that is sewn down, we're gonna work on the sleeves. So I kind of cut them out a little ugly, but we're gonna take the before we put the lining on the sleeves, we're gonna take the two sleeve pieces, because we cut the sleeve, the way I cut the sleeves, it ended up being 4 pieces, front and back for both sleeves. So we're just gonna sew down the front of the sleeve, or the back, however. You just line the 2 pieces up together, right sides facing right side, sewing on the rounded end all the way down, okay? We're just gonna do that really quickly to both sleeves, and then I'll be back putting on the lining, and then we can draw the lines, and then we can fill the sleeves. Okay, so I sewn the pieces together. for the sleeve, top of it, when you close the sleeve up, it's gonna look like a normal sleeve. It's coming in here. Remember that we're gonna put a cuff on the sleeves. So now what you're gonna do is, oh, I forgot. So I have to sew the lining parts together. We have the outer sleeve, and then we have the lining. So just putting them together the same way you would do the same way you did everything so far. Just putting your lining into your outer fabric. I'm just pinning it. So the vinyl panel is 3.5 inches wide, so that would mean that we will do that. And this is 5 inches. All right, so we're gonna make the and then what would this be? Ouch. That would be 3.5 inches. All right, and then I will do another 5 inches right here, and then that would be another. All right, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna make it 5 inches. The way that I made the jacket, the 5 inches apart. Where is my soap? I just saw it. All right, here it goes. So I'm gonna start off with the panel that's already there. All right, y'all, so I got a little excited as I've been getting the whole time I was doing this project, and I went along and I did one of the sleeves just to show you guys how it would look. And my vinyl panel on this sleeve is not even, I mean, for everything else to be turning out well and for that to be not even, I'm not tripping. I'm not like one of them perfectionists. And I definitely didn't fill up the sleeve as much as I did the other parts of the jacket, because I don't want the sleeve to be too full, whereas though it looks crazy. Okay, so we are almost done. We have both of the sleeves cut and filled. They are not sewn, they're still open. And right now I'm about to make the cuffs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this elastic and I am going to sew it onto this fabric with the zigzag stitch. So I'm going to be sewing and pulling, sewing and pulling, sewing and pulling, sewing and pulling, so on and so forth, so that it bunches up on the elastic. And as you guys can see, it's already doing the design that I wanted to do, bunch up like that. And this is a simple way to make a cuff. Or even, hey, if I wasn't making a cuff and I wanted to make a, let's say, a ruffle or whatever, you wanted to do it like that, there you go. So cut that. Cut it. So this is how it looks right now, and you guys can see that. I'm going to be folding this part over like that, and I'm gonna sew that. But for right now, I'm gonna put another line of elastic in there. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna sew it down a little bit, then I'm gonna pull the elastic. I'm gonna be sewing and pulling the elastic at the same time so that it bunches up. So we at the end of that. So now it looks like this. So I'm gonna fold the top over like that. I'm trying to think, should I stuff this? I'm just too heavy with the polyfill at this point. So no, I'm gonna just fold the top over like that. Put a hem. I'm gonna fold both the top and bottom into each other like this. And I'm gonna sew straight in between there. So that'll be, this is one cuff, and I'm gonna do the same thing again. And that'll be the next cuff. And then after that, I'm gonna show you guys the waistband. Once we put everything together, we made a jacket. Okay, so we are literally at the end of our jacket. So I'm gonna just show you guys what I've done so far because I kind of jumped ahead of myself. So right now I have the neckline pinned on, and I have the 2 sleeves also pinned on, and they're also sewn down. So they're not sewn to the jacket, they're just sewn as one sleeve. Okay, so from trying on the jacket, let me just show you guys so far what I have. Gonna matter it like legit. I must have known what I was talking about even though I didn't know what I was talking about. So I'm just showing you what I got so far. Once again, it's still the only thing that's sewn on now is the neckline. I didn't sew anything else together yet or anything like that. So everything is just pinned right now. But so far, this is what we have. So I'm going to show you guys how I make the waistband, and that's what's really going to give it more of a shape instead of it being so it's also not sewn together yet, but it's going to give it more of a shape. So let me just show you guys how I do that. It's basically the same way that I just did the cuffs, but it's with thicker elastic, and it is with a thicker band because it is for the waist. So I'm gonna put the elastic right here, and instead of doing it where I'm using a zigzag, I'm gonna use should I use the zigzag? I'll use the zigzag still, and I'm gonna just pull it all the way down. Right now, the waist that I created is I made it 55 inches long, so hopefully it fits. I'm not sure. I know that my waist is 32 inches, but I made it for the jacket, so hopefully it fits in the way that I did the cuff. I'm going to do this, turn it to zigzag, zigzag it a little bit, let it down, pull on it. Now this is a little thicker, so it might like budge my needle a little bit. So basically I'm gonna have to pull against it and pull it at the same time. So this should be long enough. I'm gonna fold it over. I'm gonna fold it over like this to encase the elastic, and I'm gonna just sew a straight stitch straight down. So I'm gonna just finish this and then I'll be back to put it onto the jacket. Okay, so I just thought about this. Before I can put the waistband on, I have to sew everything together, and that's what I'm scared to do, but now is the time to get it done. Whatever happens, happens, right? So you take your ends, have right sides facing right sides, obviously. We have our sleeve in here, and that should be pinned down completely. That part. And then that part. And the sleeve is pinned down. So what you do is, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way all the way up. Like push it down. So I'm almost at an opening. I'm almost at the sleeve opening. So when I come to the sleeve opening, I'm gonna push one sleeve side away. Like it's a hole right here. The sleeve hole is right here. Like I'm sticking my hand in and out of the sleeve hole. I'm not sewing it together. Do not do that. I wish it was a way where I could really show you guys closer on what I'm doing. So I'm literally just turning the jacket, like basically turning the circle, because I'm sewing a circle right now. I'm sewing the whole circle of the sleeve. You want to make sure that your fabrics are aligned right on top of each other, so that you are sewing into both pieces, the jacket and the sleeve. Okay, so let's check again. You can fill on your seam. I don't like the way that feels. Not necessarily feels, but I don't like the way it looks. All right. Oh, I have to cut the inside of the cuff, because I have extra fabric that I didn't cut off yet. I have to cut that. But this side is closed up. So now all I gotta do is close up the next side. I think I like it with it actually not having the zipper, but I am going to clean up the edges of it so that it looks more tailored. It feels warm as hell. It's definitely warm. So yeah, I'm gonna take this sleeve off and put it back on so you guys can see how I put the sleeve on. So since I didn't show it the first time. All right. So I have it pinned. So I'm unpinning it so I can show you guys how I attach the sleeve to the jacket. So this is the sleeve right here. So I got all these strings I need to cut off. Excuse me. So what I do is right sides facing right sides, right? Even though this is the inside of the coat, it's only because the coat is open. So I take the right side of the sleeve and I put it on the right side of the jacket at the corner of the shoulder. The shoulder has its seam, and so does my sleeve. It has its seam. So I place these two right here and I pin that like that. Then I go to the end of the sleeve. Well, yeah, basically the end, because I sewn it all the way up until you get to right here. So take that and I put it to the part of the jacket that has this little curve right here. That's the armhole. It's the bottom of the armhole. So I take it and I pin it right there. And I take the other side of the sleeve and I pin it on its armhole like that. So that's how I pin the armhole in. And now you would do exactly what I just did before. Take the two bottom pieces, sew them up all the way until you get to the end of the armhole, the bottom of the armhole. And then that's when you go around on one side, keeping it open, go all the way back around to the other side, and you'll sew down it again. So you're going up, around, down. Like that's how you'll sew it. Exactly like that. So I'm gonna do that since I already showed y'all me doing the other one. Then I'm gonna come back and put the waistband on, and we is finito for today. And then tomorrow we can start new on our next project, which is the puff bag. See you in a little bit. Okay, so we are finally 9 hours later. Y'all remember when I first got in here, my hair looking like something? Now don't. That's what 9 hours straight of sewing will do to you. So we're literally on the last part. I just pinned the waistband to the bottom of the jacket, and I'm gonna just sew that on there, and then like that is it. It's completely done and over with. Okay, so right now I'm just sewing down the waistband. Nice and simple. Well, it should be nice and simple. You never know what happens like at the end of you sewing after your piece is almost done. It seems like something dumb always happens for no reason. So I'm just doing a straight stitch all the way across it. Keep on stabbing myself because I didn't see that the end of the needle. Some parts I have to stretch out a little bit more, but that's why you have the zigzag and you pull the fabric and you pull the elastic so that you have, it won't rip when you stretch it or anything like that. So I'll be back in a few in YouTube seconds. It'll really be 10 minutes, but it'll be YouTube seconds. Okay, you guys, so I am done. Let's see. Finished product. I am very excited about it. And now we get to move on to the next piece. You know, you guys, you just, like, I didn't finish hemming this or whatever. That's because I'm tired tonight, but you finish hemming everything, and there you have it. Your own mini puffer coat You can make whatever designs you want. As you can see, I put 2 different fabrics together. You can do whatever colors you want. You can color block it or whatever. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and tomorrow we'll be on to the next item in our outfit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm exhausted.